Hollywood leading lady Barbara Stanwyck hosted this anthology of original 30-minute teleplays and starred in all but 4 of them. The dramas in which Miss Stanwyck appeared tended to be on the serious side, and her performances in them earned her an Emmy in 1961 for outstanding performance by a lead actress in a series. Miss Stanwyck won another Emmy in 1966 for her role as Victoria Barclay in television's The Big Valley. Our presentation of the Barbara Stanwyck Show concerns the plight of American Indians relocated to reservations around the turn of the century. Miss Stanwyck, as famous newspaper reporter Nellie Bly, is determined to expose the injustice and betrayal that defines reservation life. When she meets up with Dr. Mark Carroll, the acting Indian agent at the Long Lance Reservation, Nellie is certain the good doctor is the real villain, cheating the Indians out of not only decent care, but their money as well. But the story Miss Bly ends up filing has a rather different outcome. With Buddy Ebsen as Dr. Mark Carroll, here is Little Big Mouth.
Tonight, from Hollywood, the Barbara Stanwyck Show.
Good evening. You've seen lots of Indians on TV, I'm sure. But tonight we bring you a different kind. The reservation Indians of the early 1900s, preyed on by thieving traders and betrayed by crooked agents. Robert Hardy Andrews wrote the story and James Nielsen directed it. I played the part of Nellie Bly, the famous reporter, with Buddy Ebsen and Judy Strangers in the featured roles. And now in just 60 seconds, the first act of Little Big Mouth. This is the Kiowa Arapaho Indian Reservation, Oklahoma Territory, 1901. They call me America's greatest girl reporter. And I have to think up something new and different every day to satisfy my millions of readers. So I decided to expose the Indian reservation scandal. Somebody in Washington said, they're robbing the Indians blind. Nobody would tell me who, or where, or how. But before I'm through, I'll uncover it and tell the whole United States. That's why I'm here, in the wild, wide-open Indian country, alone.
All you've got to do is put the government stamp on our bills and check names and accounts, and your day's work is all done.
All I've got to do is help you take their money before they even lay their hands on it. Is that right, Mr. Haskell?
Well, you'll be helping yourself, too, Doc. The last agent piled up quite a bank account. You've got an awful lot to win and nothing to lose. You know, a man's got to be pretty hard up and far down to take a job nursemaiding Indians. Ain't much demand for Army cast-offs.
That's not so. He's the best doctor there ever is.
Mildred.
The fact of the matter is this. You're in no shape to say no to easy money.
You see, honey, every 6 months, the Indians get a cash allotment from the government. But between allotment days, they buy things from Mr. Haskell and his friends on credit. Then when allotment day rolls around, these gentlemen show up with their claims and expect me to pay for the luxury articles they've sold the Indians. Like this salmon. It's rotten, spoiled, unfit for human consumption. But then who says Indians are human? It's a federal offense to sell liquor to the Indians, but this is stomach tonic. Half water, half raw alcohol. Does that sound right to you, Mildred?
No, sir.
Look, I warned you, Doc.
So you did. You know, the white men who first put the Indians on these reservations at least risked losing their scalps. But not Mr. Haskell. He hides behind the Indian agent. But not behind me, Haskell. I'm not that hard up or far down.
And where do you think you're going?
Out. To tell the Indians there'll be no allotments paid today to them or to you. Or any other day until after I've straightened out those ledgers and filed a full report and gotten an order from Washington. However long that takes. You people go on home. No money today. But I want you to come back. I'll let you know. Go on home. What's she say?
Says they won't leave till you give them their money.
Who is she?
The tribe's hereditary midwife, the chief's widow, and my mother. Tasi. I asked her to take it easy. She says it's none of my affair.
You remember the tribe, aren't you?
They read me out when I went to the white man's college.
Even your mother?
Especially my mother.
Get them started out of here. That's an order.
Tasa!
Wait a minute. You, come back here.
Who are you?
I'm Nellie Bly, the newspaper reporter.
Nellie Bly. Why, you went around the world
In 72 days, 6 hours, and 11 minutes. And on the whole trip, I never saw anything as rotten as this.
Rotten as what, Miss Bly?
You beat a man into insensibility. You drive the traders off the reservation. You calmly stand there and refuse the pitiful dole these poor people are begging for. Now, who do you think you are, anyhow?
According to the Indian Bureau, I'm the acting agent in charge.
Well, you won't be in charge much longer. When I get through writing what I've seen and heard here today, they'll throw you out of here so fast it will make you...
Count on that?
What?
You're right, lady. He's no good. But you don't scare Joe Jackrabbit. I know where you have the government money hidden. You won't pay, I pay. I'm the law here at Longlands. You're under arrest. I got friends. I tell them that you're an Indian hater. I tell them what you did with the traders. To the Indians.
Tell them what you want. How about you wearing this?
I'm not a white man, Doctor. To them, I'm not an Indian. I wouldn't be of any use to you.
Dr. Mark, can she do what she said?
Who?
That lady, get us thrown off the reservation.
She gives us any trouble, I'll throw her off.
But that'll just make her madder.
Well, don't pay any attention to her.
But she's going to write bad things about you, and you won't want to leave your patients.
I'm afraid after this mess, we won't have many patients.
Sure you will, when they find out what a good doctor you are.
I'm not a very good father, am I?
What?
Look at you. Good thing your mother can't see you now. Pigtails, boys' clothes. When did you wash your face last?
I guess I didn't.
I guess you didn't. And I didn't even notice today.
I'll wash it before I get supper.
Don't forget.
No, sir. And you won't throw her off. Miss Bly.
All right. You wash your face and be a lady, And I'll be a gentleman.
Promise?
With a kiss. If I can find a clean place.
Can you... Now, don't be afraid. Nobody will punish you for telling the truth. Oh, you little boy.
His name is Johnny Tail Feathers, disappearing over the hill. Oh, but don't laugh. He's very sensitive. They all are with strange white people. That's because of Colonel Shivington.
And who is Colonel Shivington?
He massacred the Kiowas in 1865.
But that was 40 years ago.
Indians are very slow forgetters. Michael Peter King! Michael Peter King! Michael Keto G. In Kiowa, that means come again when you can't stay longer.
Who are you?
I'm Mildred Carroll. Dr. Marks is my father. His full name is Dr. Mark Carroll, M.D. Major, U.S. Army Medical Corps, retired. I have an Indian name, too, Shakita Chung Han. Johnny Tail Feathers gave it to me.
Have you lived here long?
3 weeks and 4 days.
Well, you're so full of information, I thought you must have been raised in the Indian country.
We never saw an Indian till we came out from Missouri.
Well, then you're a very fast learner.
So's my father. Dr. Marks is very nice when you get to know him. He's just hard to get acquainted with, because he has so much on his mind.
I'm interested in meeting your mother.
My mother died last June. Dr. Marks is in the Army. Then he came back and we moved to Longlands.
Just the two of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Who takes care of you?
I do. The government gave us a very nice cottage. If you care to come over and rest yourself a while, you're very welcome.
Well, thank you, Mildred.
Do your feet hurt?
Oh, yes. I've done more walking today than I'm accustomed to.
What's good for that is hot water and Epsom salt. I'll fix you a tub in the kitchen.
What did you say your Indian name is?
Shatata Changhan.
What does it mean?
Little Big Mouth. You see, I'm the talker in our family.
Little Big Mouth. Oh, I don't mean to laugh, Mildred. I never felt less amused. Oh.
I hope it's hot enough.
Yes, it's hot enough. That's plenty, thank you. May I see your book? A phonetic pronouncing glossary of conversational phrases for workers on reservations in the West. Published 1887 by the Society for Promotion of Improved Relations with Conquered Indian Tribes. Where did you get this?
Dr. Mark found it.
Oh, you're the one who's studying it. Why doesn't he learn to speak Indian?
He's too busy. Besides, it's much easier for children. We're more flexible.
Oh. Wata, Sadi, Aki. Oh, yes, you'd have to be flexible to learn this.
Oh, anybody can learn anything if they really try. Dr. Mark says the brain is just a muscle machine, like the heart and the lungs and the belly. I beg your pardon, the stomach.
Mildred, why didn't your father leave you in St. Louis? Don't you have any relatives there?
The only one that has room for me is Aunt Emily. She's an old maid, you know.
Yes, I know. I've been called one myself.
Oh, my gracious! The biscuits! I just can't seem to organize myself.
Oh.
An Indian just brought in a horse and buggy. He said some white lady had a runaway.
I had the runaway.
Tom Tallbear is fixing the wheel. It'll hold together till you get back to civilization.
Miss Bly couldn't leave tonight. She might get lost on the prairie. Besides, she promised to stay and visit us a few days.
She did. I'll get the army blanket. I'll sleep over in the agency. Our guests can have my room.
The biscuits are a little dark again.
Get the blanket and a clean shirt. I don't suppose it'll do any good to ask you to leave my daughter out of your sob story.
I didn't put the sob in the story, Doctor. You did. You must be very proud of yourself. A grown man a doctor, an army officer, and a little girl has to cook and keep house for you, wait on you hand and foot. Mildred, do this, Mildred, do that, translate for you, defend you, when all the time she still should be playing with dolls and believing in Santa Claus. What's going to become of her? What kind of a father are you, anyway?
Dr. Mark? Is this the right shirt?
Yes, honey.
I got you 2 blankets. It's gonna be cold tonight.
Yeah. Thanks. Good night.
Sweet dreams. Sleep tight. And God bless you. And the Indians are very unhappy. They don't have any friends. That's why Dr. Marks is so sorry for them.
I haven't noticed him feeling sorry for anybody.
Oh, but he is. He didn't come to Longlands to be the agent. He came to be the first doctor they ever had. But when he got here, the agent was gone. An Indian bureau said he had to be an acting agent till they found somebody else. Oh, my goodness. I forgot to give it back. I hold it whenever there was going to be trouble, so it wouldn't get broken.
Yeah, I see it.
Dr. Marks doesn't like to show it to people. It's a very private treasure. But as long as you're a friend of the family. You are, aren't you? You wouldn't...
Wouldn't what, Mildred?
What you said about making him lose his job. And now you got him all worried about me. And he should be worried about me. And if you make us leave, he'll go someplace by himself. With no one to take care of him.
Oh, don't cry, baby. Don't cry, please.
Mildred, where are you?
Dr. Mark. Johnny Tailfeathers. What's the matter? What is it?
He rode in on a pony yelling something. Maybe you can understand him.
It's the good Hogashanu. It's the good Hogashanu. Watch your kiddo Hogashanu. Johnny, I can't find it. Please talk English. I know you can when you want to. Young squaw. Very sick. Have baby. Mrs. 2 babies say. Young squaw die. Baby die too.
Where, Johnny?
Wasachiki. Wasachiki. Wasatichi. That's where Johnny lives. Way out beyond the hills.
Can I go with you? To help, of course.
No.
Abahuthudu, Johnny. Bathu wasoni.
What'd you say to him?
I told him to ride ahead and tell him we were coming. Isn't it wonderful they sent for you? The first time.
Who said you were going?
You need me to talk.
Run ahead, dear, and get my medicine bag. It's in the hospital. Hurry. Well, Tom, come here and help me hitch up.
Have we got everything? Do we need anything else, Dr. Mark?
No, it's all right, honey. Keep your eye on things around here, Tom.
Will do, Mark.
Tom, do you know where they're going?
That's bad business.
Why?
That's my mother's camp they're going to. She's the doctor herself. She won't let him treat anyone.
Well, are you just going to stand there and let them walk into danger?
I'm no Indian fighter, lady.
I'll pay you
For what?
to drive my buggy. Take me to the camp. Unless you're afraid.
All right. I'll take you, except for the last half a mile.
You know what day this is?
No.
It's Sunday. Back home in Missouri, right about now, little girls like you are getting ready to go to church, putting on real clean starched dresses and pretty hair ribbons.
I hate hair ribbons.
And then after dinner, there'll be a band concert in the park. Or maybe a picnic out at Oak Falls. Everything pleasant and happy and good. The way it should be. No rattlesnakes or Indians or coyotes.
But I like coyotes and rattlesnakes and Indians.
Well, then you better start forgetting them because I'm sending you back to your Aunt Emily to learn how to be a lady like your mother was.
But I don't want to be a lady. I want to stay with you.
There's no use.
Oh, please, Dr. Mark. Please.
There's no use arguing, honey. I've made up my mind.
But who'll take care of you?
Oh, I'll hire an Indian lady.
But I want to take care of you.
Don't, no. What are you doing here?
You're walking into trouble in that camp, Doctor. He says his mother won't let you treat anyone there.
I think she will.
Wait, I'll go with you.
Is there a sick woman here? Where is the sick woman? Look, Mrs. Two Babies, I'm trying to work with you, not against you. I'm only the acting agent. My real job is to be your doctor. I fixed up a hospital at the agency. You're all entitled to come there for treatment, every man, woman, and child in the tribe. Or to send for me whenever and wherever I'm needed. It won't be charged against your allotment. Now, will you please tell me, is there a sick woman here?
Igaba, Takakatang, me, Chatikatang. Agatha, let us be friends. Agatha, let us be friends. I can't find anything that fits.
It's not your fault that I can't get through to them. All right, Mrs. Two Babies, you win.
Mika! Hurry!
Things from the wagon. Got to do a cesarean section. Should have been done hours ago. The woman's young. It's her first baby. Odds are it's too late to save either one of them. Hurry.
Can I help?
This isn't a sob story, Miss Bly.
Well, you could be wrong about me, Doctor, as I may have been wrong about you.
Please hurry. Not this time, then.
Igapa, eat. It isn't dog stew, is it? Dog, maybe cow. Igapa.
Tahiho wantan.
That means good medicine.
Oh, my goodness, I almost forgot.
I thought I lost it.
From Colonel Theodore Roosevelt and his Rough Riders to Major Mark Carroll, U.S. Army Medical Corps, who charged with us up San Juan Hill. Doctor, soldier, officer, gentleman. You don't have to worry about what I'll put in the papers. And you don't have to worry about your father either. He'll do just fine with the help of Chakata Chung Hao, little Big Mouth. I came to the Indian country looking for a scandal. I found a love story. The true love story of Little Big Mouth. Next week, we bring you an unusual mixture of comedy and melodrama entitled Assassin. I am the intended victim. Leon Ames and Peter Falk are the guest stars in a gripping story in which the tables are turned and returned in a most surprising fashion. I hope that you'll be with us and that you enjoyed tonight's show. Good night.